Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are again at the Angels Stadium to, take on the Angels. We managed to win 4-3 yesterday in a bit of a wild one. Of course that was with the bench guys. Now we've got a little while before we have another off day. I'm going to adjust my mic here. You might hear a little bumping around on your end. Is this loosening it? There we go. Felt like my mic was a little droopy. Put it more straight up. So one thing I forgot to mention, if you don't read the recaps, the draft was before yesterday's game, and I forgot to say it. Probably because I did it a little out of order and did it after that last Orioles game instead. But I'll talk about it here while we introduce the Angels. Palmer, a draft pick, is on the mound, so I'm sure we have not seen him. So our AAA team is pretty well stocked at this point, though we were missing a shortstop and a right fielder. So that's what I went into the draft to address as Kester comes to the plate. We got our shortstop. I think they were both 3-star rated. But our shortstop is named Huisman, I don't know, Huisman, however you would pronounce that. Marvin's going to ground out after Kester also made it out. But we also had, because, of where we are, we had the last pick in both rounds. By the time it got back around to us the second time, there wasn't a right fielder available, so we picked a left fielder named Iwata. That will drop down in front of Willits for the first hit of the game. So Iwata rated for left field, so the plan is we'll probably just play him in right field when we get to September call-ups. But then in the off-season, we'll either completely convert him to right field or at least add it as a secondary position. So look forward to that. Terry grounds out in this game, so the Squirrels no runs but a hit in the first inning. Regular DH lineup in. Stitch on the mound. Howie Kendrick will be coming to the plate here in just a moment. There he is. And Stitch will start him off with a fastball for strike one. Another fastball is swung on and missed. Goes with the slider, and that's hit into right field, right down the line. Zach does an okay job cutting it off, but it's still going to be a double. Good way to lead off the game if you're the Angels. That one just shot right down the line. It was a little bit close at second. I don't know if Zach throwing it directly there would have made a difference. Anyway, Reggie Willits at the plate, and he will hit a ground ball foul down the first base line. Looks at a curveball for strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away, runner still on second for Vladimir Guerrero. First pitch just misses inside. Swing and a miss on the curve. Strike catches the fastball catches the outside corner. I guess the strike did too, but not what I was trying to say. Line drive into left, but Frank is there for the catch. Kendrick has to go back to second. So now it's up to Garrett Anderson. 2 outs, a runner still in scoring position, as that first fastball is a bit high. Goes with the slider, and it's too low. Changeup swung on and missed, makes it 2-1. Fastball in there for strike two. Curveball swung on and missed, and Stitch manages to pitch around a lead-off double. So no score in the first. Frank is going to lead things off in the second inning. One hit apiece for the teams. First pitch to Frank, swung on and missed. Second one takes a fastball for strike two. And a swing and a miss, strike three. One down, Tom to the plate. Looks at strike one. We'll say down in the zone. Oh, fastball right down the middle, and Tom lets it go. This one hits the dirt. 1-2. Tom has not offered out a pitch yet. Swings at this one, but comes up empty. 2 down. Zach at the plate now. Bases are empty. Zach swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one, but right to, I believe that's not Napoli, Kochman over at first. So no score still, so we go to the bottom of the second. Khalil Green to lead things off. First pitch is called a strike. Swings and misses at a changeup that wasn't anywhere close. And then hits this curveball back to Stitch, who gets it to first with no issue. 1 down, Aaron Rowan to the plate. First pitch, called a strike. Second pitch catches the outside corner. It's 0-2. Fouled back. Goes with the changeup, gets a swing and a miss. That's the second out of the inning. And there's Casey Kochman. First pitch is called a strike. Fouled away, makes it 0-2. Fastball hit towards first. Terry will scoop it up and step on the bag himself, and that will end the second inning. Still one hit apiece for the teams and still no runs. Sweeney is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch to Sweeney is too far inside. There's a called strike on the outside corner. This fastball is too low. Looked like a pretty similar pitch, but this time Palmer gets the call. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, strike 3. 1 away, Joey to the plate. First pitch, a curveball for strike 1. That fastball in the dirt. 1-1. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Ground ball, but it'll be foul towards third base. Hits this one up in the air. Kochman goes back into the very shallow outfield to make the catch. 2 away, Kester to the plate, lined out in his first at bat. Palmer with 3 strikeouts, the first time through the Squirrels' order. Kester with a 1-1 count. Ground ball, Quinlan will handle that, and that will end the top of the third. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Mike Napoli will lead things off. Stitch will start him off with the fastball for strike 1. I think the same fastball for strike 2. Changes it up to a curveball. It's put into left field, but it'll hook foul. So still 0-2. Stitch back to the fastball and gets it by Napoli. 1 away, Quinlan to the plate. His first pitch, that fastball a bit too high. This one catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. This one, will it get over Joey's head? It will. That'll drop in for the Angels' second base hit of the day. 1 on, 1 out. Howie Kendrick hit a double in his first at-bat. First pitch, too low. Second pitch, too high. Tries to even it out with the slider. Gets a ground ball to short, and that will turn into a 6-4-3 double play. All right, so still scoreless as we go into the fourth, where Marvin will lead things off for Indianapolis. Marvin, batting right-handed, put the ball on the ground in his first at-bat, pops this one up foul. Napoli should have room by the on-deck circle, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Chief got a base hit, the only Squirrels base hit so far in his first at-bat. That first fastball catches the outside corner. That forkball stays high. Don't think it really forked. Another line drive, this one into right, but Guerrero will catch this one. So 2 down, Terry at the plate, ground out in his first at-bat. Should say that was the first time Chief's been retired after 5 straight at-bats of hits. This one popped up, Palmer will catch it himself, and that will end the top of the 4th. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Reggie Willits will lead things off. Willits struck out in his first at-bat, one of 4 strikeout victims for Stitch, the first time through the Angels' order. This one hit towards second. Kester will snag it. 1 away. Vlad Guerrero lined out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the changeup here. And that fastball up and out. Guerrero does not chase it. Swings and misses at another changeup. Stitch, seeing no reason to change, throws another changeup, but this one misses outside. Goes with a curveball instead, and this time gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. Garrett Anderson to the plate, struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 on a curveball, backdoor curve. Ground ball towards third. Sweeney will grab that, take a couple steps, and throw it over for the 3rd out of the inning. A very quick 4th. We'll go into the 5th, still scoreless. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels. Frank struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss on a fastball, makes it 0-2. Hits this one, it'll stay fair down the right field line and roll all the way down by the foul pole. Frank will cruise into second base with a leadoff double. That will bring Tom to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one a long way, but it's going to hook foul. Not by much, but it was foul. 0-2. Runner in scoring position with nobody out, but he swings at a forkball that wasn't anywhere close. So now 1 away for Zach. Runner still on second, and the first pitch misses outside. This one pretty much right down the middle, and Zach lets it go. Another swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. It's up to Sweeney to drive in this run now. First pitch called a strike. Another called strike. Called strike 3. So both teams waste a leadoff double as we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. It's still scoreless, and Khalil Green will start things off for the Angels. Green ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. So misses outside, makes it 1-1. There's a called strike. And just misses outside. It's 2-2. Stitch goes with the curve, gets a ground ball to third. It is a fair ball right on the line, and Green is thrown out at first. 1 down, Rowand at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. Starts off this at-bat with a changeup on the outside corner. Another fastball on the outside corner. And another fastball on the outside corner. Strike 3. 2 down. Casey Kochman to the plate. I do believe he ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's it for the 5th. Still no score. And 4 combined hits for the teams. It's been a lot of pitching today. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels. He fouled out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one. Will it get down? It does. That's in for a leadoff single. And that will bring the top of the order to the plate, though Kester is 0 for 2 so far, as are probably most people. First pitch swung on and missed. Now he shows bunt. Not a terrible idea, but he doesn't get the bunt down. That'll make it 0-2. He's still going to try to bunt. Maybe now it's a bad idea. Pulls it back, and it is out of the zone. Looks like he's back to swinging now. No, he puts down a surprise bunt. It's going to be fair, and Quinlan can't field it. So the sacrifice turns into an error. Puts 2 men on with nobody out. Marvin at the plate. Looks at strike 1. And the ground ball fouled by the first base coach. It's 0-2. Palmer's starting to get tired out there. Line drive. Guerrero makes the catch. Runners go back to their bases. So that'll bring Chief to the plate. 2 on with 1 out. First pitch called a strike. Another called strike on the inside corner. Infield fly. Kochman will go back into the, actually a little bit deeper than I thought, but he does make the catch. So there are now 2 outs with 2 on. Terry at the plate. This one is fouled away by the third base coach. Down and away. 1-1. This one hit high into the air. Rowan will make the grab, and the Squirrels again fail to score after putting 2 runners on. So still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the 6th, where Mike Napoli is waiting. Napoli struck out in his first at-bat. The first pitch is called a strike. This one flown into left field. Frank waiting on it, and he makes the grab. Quinlan to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. He will look at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And puts this towards the middle, but Joey will make the grab before it can find the outfield grass. 2 down. Howie Kendrick to the plate. Has doubled and hit into a double play. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball. Joey will pick it up, throw to first, and that will be that for the 6th inning. Still scoreless. We're up to 5 combined hits for the teams, though there was an error in there by the Angels. The Angels go to their bullpen, and they will bring in, what was his first name? Chris Bootcheck. I thought of it right before they said it. All right, Frank has struck out and doubled today. Though obviously the first time he's seen Bootcheck. Looks at strike 1. This pitch is outside. Misses outside again. It's 2-1. Frank puts this right back to Bootcheck in the air. 1 away. That'll bring Tom to the plate. He has struck out swinging in both at-bats today. Looks at strike 1 here. Up and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Zach is lined out and struck out today. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. So misses down and away. Another low slider makes it 2-1. Popped up, but it'll make the seats behind home plate. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Still no score. Reggie Willits will bat on the other side. Reggie Willits to the plate. So we're going to leave Stitch in for now since there's no score. Grounds out to second. So that will bring Vlad Guerrero to the plate. 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. Looks at a fastball for strike 1. A ground ball to first. Terry will take it himself. 2 down. Garrett Anderson has struck out and ground out today. And he will look at a ball down by his feet. And swings and misses at a curveball. That changeup still in the dirt, really working Anderson low here. A low slider gets fouled away down the third base line, makes it 2-2. Will he go with a high fastball? No, down again and gets a ground ball to second. We'll go into the 8th inning, still no score. Sweeney to the plate for the Squirrels. Sweeney has struck out in both at-bats today. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one towards the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. A leadoff single will bring Joey to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, called a strike. The second pitch, too high. One too far down. It's 2-1. Joey shows bunt. Pulls it back, and it's called a strike. 2-2. Joey swings and misses for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Kester to the plate. He's 0 for 3, but he reached on an error in his last at-bat. Hits this one. That'll be a base hit into left. Puts runners, and 2 speedy ones, on first and second. Marvin gets his first at-bat left-handed. Looks at strike 1. This one towards the middle, and it'll get through again for a base hit. Sweeney's going to give it a try. Throw goes home, but it will not be in time. The Squirrels take the 1-0 lead. Chief to the plate, 2 on, still only 1 out. He will look at strike 1. This pitch up and in. 1-1. Pretty much right down the middle. We get a high hop. Only play is for Kendrick to step on second. He did throw it to first, but there was never any serious play there. Even the play at second was pretty close. So that will leave runners on the corners with 2 outs for Terry. And he puts a line drive into center field. Another run scores. Chief on his way to third. Terry will go into second, and he will make it there. So an RBI double makes it 2-0. Two runners in scoring position. The Angels go to their bullpen again. Is it Mike? Jason Bulger to the plate, or to the mound rather, sorry. Thinking too hard. Frank at the plate. He is 1 for 3 so far. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. This one goes over Bulger's head. Green catches it and gets it to first in time. That ends the inning, but not before the Squirrels can score 2. And Khalil Green will be the leadoff batter for the Angels. Now that we've got a lead, we will go ahead and go get Hermida. So I guess we get to skip over Johnston this go-around. All right, Green is 0 for 2 with a couple ground outs. First pitch, fastball, 4 strike 1. Fastball down in the dirt. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. This one's fouled back. Keeps Green at the plate. Just notice he's batting 167. Not a great year for Green. That pitch missed up and in. Goes with another fastball right down the middle, and Green just not ready for it, I guess. 1 away. Rowan to the plate. He has struck out in both at-bats. Starts off with the ball on the curve. This one also misses on a curve. Fastball catches the inside corner. 2-1. Fastball blown by Rowan. Makes it 2-2. Called strike 3 on another fastball. 2 down. Casey Kochman to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Swings and misses at the curveball. Called strike 2. That curveball doesn't curve, but Kochman misses it anyway. So that will bring us to the 9th inning. A 2-0 Squirrels lead, and Tom will come to the plate to try to tack on some more. Tom has struck out swinging in all 3 at-bats so far today. And swings and misses at the first pitch here. And that slider stays high. There's a ground ball to second. It's better than a strikeout anyway. 1 down. Zach to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He's got 2 strikeouts. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That fastball too high. Zach lays off. Hits this one to second. Kendrick to first. 2 away. Sweeney to the plate. Got the base hit and came around to score the first Squirrels run. First run of anybody actually in the game, seeing as the Angels are still being shut out. 2-0 the count in this at-bat. Swings and misses at a changeup. Hits this one into center field. Rowan will not get there. That's going to drop in for another hit. And Sweeney thought about making it a double. Took a big turn, but retreats back to first. Joey is 1 for 3 on the day. Sweeney takes off, and he will steal second base. Joey did swing at that pitch, so it's an 0-1 count. Hits this one, but it's foul down the third base line. Called strike 3 up in the zone, and we will go to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's a 2-0 Squirrels lead. 8-9-1 due up for the Angels in the bottom of the 9th. All right, Napoli 0 for 2 today. Strikeout and a flyout. Shibuya starts him off with a fastball, but it stays low. He gets the changeup over. Strike 1. Another changeup, gets a swing and a miss, makes it 1-2. Blows in the fastball, and Napoli puts it into center field for a base hit. That brings a tying run to the plate, this time in the form of Rob Quinlan. I missed his little flag there, but I know he's got at least 1 hit today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses for 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone. Check over on first. It's still 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Howie Kendrick. 1 for 3 on the day. Swings and misses. Does not chase the high fastball. Does swing at that fastball. That would have been a strike anyway. Hits this one. This could be another double play. Joey on to first in time. That is your ball game. Today's final score: Indianapolis Squirrels 2, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 0. take a look at some highlights here, although both runs were scored in one inning, so they probably could have just skipped right to there. Here we go. Marvin drove in the first run. I assume that means he will get player of the game. Then I think that was Terry drove in the other run. Yeah, that was definitely Terry. And a double play to seal the game. And there is Marvin, your player of the game. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, you got one more with the Angels tomorrow. We will see you then.